Happy Memorial Day weekend, everyone. I hope you're having an amazing time, but of course, watching what you're eating and drinking this holiday season. I am Janine Samuel, CEO and President of Sideline Prep, and I am really excited about the video today. One, Memorial Day represents obviously the start of summer, but if you're on the East Coast, you know that we haven't really had much of a summer yet. So hopefully the warm weather and the sun is coming soon. But it's also a federal holiday for remembering the people who died serving in our country's armed forces. And this is near and dear to my heart because as a Washington Redskins cheerleader, I had the amazing opportunity to travel overseas to Kosovo, Afghanistan, Bosnia, and many other countries in support of our men and women in the military. And it was just such an amazing experience, being able to bring a little bit of home, a little bit of the United States to those countries, to the men and women in the military that were away from their families. And this time of year kind of reminds me, obviously, of how important all of our veterans are and our current, active duty servicemen and women and those who have passed on, how important those people are to us. And it was just underscored by my experience as a Washington Redskins cheerleader. And so what I wanted to do for this video is to just remind everyone to push forward and to keep aiming for those goals of becoming a professional cheerleader, because you will gain so many amazing experiences and friendships. So in this video, I'm going to focus on how you can keep your eye on the prize and not give up on that goal and to push forward. So this is part one of a two-part series. I will definitely send out part two soon, but I wanted to make sure that you all remember that even though, for example, NFL auditions are over, I don't want you to settle. I don't want you to get comfortable. I don't want you to take too long of a break, because if for some reason you did not make the team of your dreams, you have to keep pushing. You have to move forward. A lot of times after the audition season, whether it's NFL or NBA, we just want to relax, right? The audition process is mentally and physically and emotionally exhausting, and I get it. And so you want to take a break. And I've been talking to a lot of lovelies like, hey, what's your plan B? What are you working on? What are you doing? And a lot of the responses are, oh, I'm chilling, or oh, I'm just resting, or oh, I decided to take a couple of weeks off. Well, then those couple of weeks end up turning into a couple of months. So please, let's not let that happen. I have 5 things that I want you to remember so that you can keep your eyes on that prize. Number 1, I want you to set SMART goals. I know that I say this often, but you have to set goals and you have to keep what you want in the forefront of your mind. And so what I mean by SMART: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound goals. So in other words, for example, I am going to practice dance and dance technique at least 2 times a week for at least 1 hour each from now until my next audition. So that's a SMART goal. So really think about what things you need to work on when it comes to the audition process and set some goals for yourself so that you can remember what you need to focus on day in and day out. Number 2, you have to schedule it. You have to put it on your calendar. So you might say, okay, well, I am going to attend a ballet class or a jazz class, or I'm going to go to this prep class, or I'm going to meet my girlfriend at the gym and we're going to work out. If you do not put it on your calendar and block it off, you will end up filling up that time with something else. So don't allow that to happen. A perfect example of this is if you don't get your workout done in the morning, a lot of times it falls by the wayside because so many other things come up in the course of a day and you just don't get to that workout. So make sure that you go ahead and take those goals, set up your plan, and then schedule it on your calendar. Number 3, if you're having trouble finding motivation, 1, give me a call. I'll help you out. I'll try to get you pumped and motivated. But if not, find an accountability partner. Find someone that is on the same path as you, that also aspires to be a professional cheerleader, and ask her to hold you accountable. Not only that, but maybe get her to attend some of these dance classes, prep classes, go to the gym with you, whatever it takes. Find someone that will hold you accountable and make you feel really bad if you do not stick to your plan. So that would be number 3, find an accountability partner. Number 4, you have to be consistent. And that's why I want you to schedule it, which was number 2. If you put it on your calendar and every single week you're dedicated to whatever it is that your goals are, that will turn into consistency. And consistency breeds success, right? So think about when you work out, and let's say you haven't worked out in a couple of months, and then you work out. That first workout, getting back in, is so difficult. You're like, oh my goodness, I couldn't even get through the 30 minutes. But then let's say the next day you work out, it gets a little bit easier. And then the next day you work out, it gets that much easier. Or maybe it's just 2 or 3 times a week and you get on this consistent pattern, and before you know it, you're able to breeze through that workout with no problem. But then you accidentally take a break. And when you try to go back and work out again, you're going over that cycle all over again, because now it feels hard and it feels like your muscles are sore again. And that's because you weren't consistent. That's the same thing with dance technique. So you might nail a double and you're like, oh, I got it, I'm good. I don't need to practice this anymore. And then you don't practice it anymore, and then you try to do your double a couple of weeks later and you realize that it wasn't ingrained in your muscle memory and you're not able to hit that double as solid as you want. So just be very consistent with what you're trying to do. Number 5, last but not least, reward yourself. So if you go through steps 1 through 4 and you're seeing progress and you're making progress and you're feeling good about it and you're checking off your goals and you're just doing it and rocking it, reward yourself. Pat yourself on the back. Allow yourself to maybe have a cheat meal. Allow yourself to go and get your nails and your toes done, get your hair done. Whatever it is that you enjoy doing, do it. And you have to reward yourself. And then guess what? You just start the cycle all over again, okay? So this was part 1 of helping you keep your eyes on the prize. Part 2 of this video series is going to talk about how you can do that. So what things you should actually put on your schedule to help you accomplish your pro cheer goals. And now keep in mind that the 5 steps that I just went over could basically work for any goals, anything that you want to accomplish, whether it be pro cheer, personal, or professional goals. If you just kind of follow those steps, you will definitely make progress towards reaching those goals. So again, you want to make sure that you set SMART goals. Schedule them on your calendar. Schedule time to work on those. Number 3, find an accountability partner. Number 4, consistency is key. And then number 5, be sure to reward yourself. Now below, I am going to put a link to the SMART goals video that I created, just so that you can get some information on how to actually create SMART goals. And of course, if you have any suggestions or tips that you want to share, be sure to note those below as well. We would love to hear from you. And then of course, if you're on YouTube, give us a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to our channel. All right, well, that is all for now. It has been so much fun visiting with you. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Again, keep pushing forward to your dreams. Do not give up. Visit us at sidelineprep.com. There's some free training there that you can sign up for. And then of course, we're on social media. So visit us on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and all that good stuff. And of course, YouTube. All right, that's it. I'll talk to you later. Bye.